Hi, welcome to Parry Sound in Question, a program brought to you by Cogeco Channel 13 and the Parry Sound North Star, in which we hope to introduce you to community leaders, community builders, and other people of interest. My name is Jack Tynan. I'm your host and editor of the Parry Sound North Star, and today my guest is Parry Sound Mayor Richard Adams. Welcome to In Question, Richard.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. This is a good time to chat with you because you're also director of the Association of Municipalities of Ontario. That's correct?
I'm one of the board members, yes.
And this happens to be, turned out to be budget week. The federal
That's
budget
right.
came out on Monday. Provincial budget is coming out
Today.
almost as we speak.
Right.
A little bit later this afternoon, I guess. And I'm assuming you're in the midst of your municipal budget process right now.
That's right.
So tell me, having seen the federal budget on Monday, what that means for municipalities. Is there some good news there?
There's quite a bit of good news. One of the major issues was the extension of the gas tax rebate. They've extended that another 4 years. So that's significant dollars for municipalities. And I'll just give you the examples of the town of Parry Sound. This program began back in 2005, and the town received in 2005 and 2006 $119,000. For 2007, we'll receive $159,000. For 2008 and 2009, we will receive $198,000. And for 2010, 2011, $397,000 a year. And with the extension into the years 2014, that means the better part of $1.5 million additional from that.
So and this money is to be spent on infrastructure?
It can be spent anywhere.
Oh, really?
Yes. There's no. There is some requirement for infrastructure of water and sewer, but it's not 100%, and you can spend it on bridges, roads, which again is infrastructure, but the options are open.
Municipalities have many of them have voiced complaints and said they're struggling because of provincial mandates without provincial funding. Part of the federal budget included some, rectifying of the fiscal imbalance and some money that came to Ontario, I think to the tune of about $1 billion. Do you think that will filter down to municipalities? Do you think that will?
I think it will, because I think the issue that you're talking about is by 2008, there will be $1 billion coming to Ontario under the Canada Health Agreement and $1 billion under the Canada Social Services Agreement. So the Canada Health Agreement, I can't really make much comment on that. It's probably for hospitals and those kinds of issues, but certainly the social transfer dollars, those are the kinds of dollars that were downloaded to municipalities back in 1995 with respect to land ambulance, the health units, those kinds of things. Actually, the DSAP covers a number of those areas, and so hopefully those dollars will reinvent themselves back into the municipalities' coffers.
What's missing in this federal budget for municipalities, and particularly, I guess, in conversations with fellow board members on the Municipal Association?
Well, I think they have addressed a number of the areas that municipalities have been voicing their concerns about through AMO. Certainly $2 billion is a step. It doesn't address the entire $24 billion deficit between the federal government and the provincial government of Ontario. And that $1 billion in the social housing transfer is not going to address the $3.3 billion deficit between the provinces and the municipalities. But they have, the important issue is that they have recognized that there is a differential in the funding, and have recognized that the federal government is the wealthiest of the three levels of government, and certainly we have to keep pressure on them to.
So try to explain to me what this imbalance between the province and the municipalities is doing to municipalities like Parry Sound, to try and bring it home to people. How difficult is it right now?
Extremely difficult. We have built a new water filtration plant at a cost of $11 million. That was about 7 years ago. We're in the process of the third phase of completion of the sewage treatment plant, which is an $18 million project. And We provided water services to McDougall. Our apportionment of that cost was $2 million. All of those three areas have been debentured. And the annual debenture payment from those three projects is about $1.25 million, and that's for the next 20 years. So it doesn't leave you a lot of wiggle room when you're wanting to pave streets and do some sidewalks and the other.
These are all projects where you would have liked to have seen more provincial participation.
Exactly. Yes.
Where are we seeing the most loss? You're able to figure out a way to complete those projects, but having listened to the accounts of struggles municipalities are having, what are you not able to complete?
Well, we're not able to sort of do the upgrades in some of our buildings, like the arena needs to be upgraded. There's some significant changes that need to be built in there, just because of the fact that it's 30 years old and there hasn't been a lot of capital work done on it. There's the municipal building has to be addressed and refurbished with an addition onto it to make it accessible for public off the street rather than the way it is now. Of course, you're familiar with the capital deficiencies at the Stocky Centre.
Yes. I guess one thing we've heard is that from other communities in Parry Sound is that cultural venues are suffering, and we'll get back and talk about that in just a moment.
Yep.